Welcome back to the Dinar Community channel, your go-to destination for the latest on the Iraqi Dinar IQD, Vietnamese Dong VND, and the ongoing currency revaluation movement that's capturing attention across the financial world. Today's broadcast could mark a watershed moment in the realm of foreign currency investment. We're covering newly surfaced information that may redefine not only individual financial futures but also the broader landscape of the global economy. For years, the discussion surrounding these currencies has been filled with cautious hope, speculation, and debate. But today, those conversations take a leap toward reality. According to one of the most credible voices in this space, Frank 26, the Iraqi dinar is now confirmed to be pegged at an extraordinary $5.70, while the Vietnamese Dong is reportedly at $4.80. These aren't quiet rumors anymore. They've been publicly acknowledged, and their implications could be transformational for both private investors and the international markets. Let's begin with the IQD. The new valuation of $5.70 per dinar is turning heads across the globe. A mere 100 dinars now translates into $5,660, a staggering gain for those who invested when the currency was nearly worthless. But beyond the financial reward lies a bigger story, the world's shifting perception of Iraq. Once viewed through the lens of conflict and instability, Iraq is now presenting a currency that commands global respect. This revaluation is not just about potential profits. It's about global legitimacy. Iraq's comprehensive economic reforms, from overhauling its banking sector to curbing corruption and aligning with international financial standards, have laid the foundation for this moment. Add to that improved oil revenues, international trade agreements, and increased political stability, and it's clear this isn't a random surge, it's the result of years of methodical groundwork. Why now? Why 2025? Because the pieces finally came together. Iraq's calculated economic recovery, supported by global partnerships and reform-driven governance, has created a stable platform to launch this revaluation. Frank 26, a longtime analyst with deep insight into Iraq's financial system, has been tracking these developments meticulously. Unlike baseless speculation, his information stems from macroeconomic indicators, central bank activities, and ongoing shifts in international monetary dynamics. His confirmation of the new rates has ignited conversations across Telegram, Discord, and investment networks worldwide. This is being treated not as rumor but as financial fact. While the IQD is taking the spotlight, the Vietnamese Dong is also making headlines. With its new valuation of $4.80, Vietnam's currency has seen a dramatic evolution. For years, the Dong remained undervalued to boost exports and attract investors. But with Vietnam's economic boom, led by its tech and manufacturing sectors and growing foreign direct investment, a currency correction was inevitable. Long-term VND holders now find themselves on the brink of a potentially life-changing financial event. This is more than just a regional correction. It's a sign that Vietnam, like Iraq, is stepping into the global financial spotlight. A $1,000 investment in Dong could now yield several $1,000s in return, rewarding those who believed in its long-term potential. And as the world shifts toward digital finance, both Iraq and Vietnam are preparing for the next stage: central bank digital currencies (CBDCs). These new, higher valuations offer a strong foundation for future digital versions of the IQD and VND. By anchoring trust in their currency now, these countries are better positioned to roll out digital wallets, blockchain platforms, and tokenized money, not in theory, but in action. Global markets are taking notice. Major financial institutions are reportedly updating internal systems, preparing for recalibration of foreign exchange databases, and reevaluating currency portfolios. Where IQD and VND were once overlooked, they are now being considered valuable assets. This isn't just a moment for speculation, it's a turning point. A revaluation of this scale reshapes trade relationships, adjusts foreign reserve strategies, and forces global leaders to pay attention. Iraq and Vietnam are no longer on the economic periphery, they are stepping into central roles. And if you've held onto these currencies, you're not just watching history, you're part of it. Iraq's newly valued dinar brings with it not just increased buying power, but also national pride. The country can now attract foreign investment more easily, lower import costs, and expand its role in international negotiations. More importantly, this change symbolizes a brighter future for the Iraqi people, proof that their resilience and sacrifice are finally yielding results. Still, with great opportunity comes great responsibility. This revaluation requires a careful, informed approach. Depending on your location and financial institution, the process for exchanging currency may differ. Some banks will have strict protocols, including ID verification and potential tax forms. Consult a financial advisor before taking any major steps. Be wary of scams, verify your currency's authenticity, and understand that exchange rates can vary daily. Timing, taxes, and fees all play a role in your final return. It's not just about making money, it's about preserving it wisely. One common question: what happens to your physical dinar in this increasingly digital world? According to the Central Bank of Iraq, physical notes remain valid and legally recognized during the transition to digital. Iraq is still a predominantly cash-based society, and any digital shift will be gradual, not abrupt. Looking back at global history, major revaluations like this have marked economic rebirths. Post-World War II Germany, post-war Japan, and post-invasion Kuwait all used currency reform to restore their economies and rebuild national pride. Iraq and Vietnam now seem to be following a similar path, proof that economic revival often goes hand in hand with currency revaluation. As these developments send shockwaves across the financial system, the world's most powerful nations, from the US to China to the EU, must reevaluate their strategies. Stronger currencies give Iraq and Vietnam more leverage in trade deals, debt negotiations, and diplomatic influence. This is more than monetary change, it's a shift in global power dynamics. And behind Iraq's economic transformation is the quiet rise of its digital currency infrastructure. With a strong valuation and public trust in place, a digital dinar is now a real possibility. Expect to see educational campaigns, pilot programs, and partnerships with tech companies to bring this vision to life. So, what should you do as a holder of IQD or VND? Confirm the authenticity of your notes. Check with banks or currency exchange offices for requirements. Speak with a tax expert. Prepare for reinvestment or digital storage options. This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity. Don't rush, but don't fall behind either. The Dinar Community channel is here not just to deliver news, but to empower you through this journey. Let us know in the comments, have you been holding these currencies through all the ups and downs? Are you going digital, or sticking with cash? What's your strategy in this new financial chapter? Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We'll keep you informed with the latest developments, so you can make confident decisions every step of the way. As we close today's historic update, remember this. The revaluation of the IQD and VND is no longer a dream, it's unfolding before our eyes. The rates, $5.70 and $4.80, aren't just numbers. They're symbols of economic resurgence, national dignity, and financial empowerment for millions. Stay informed, stay focused, and above all, stay hopeful. The best may truly be just ahead.